Testing, testing, 1, 2. How's this looking on here, real quick? Channel should be live in a second. There we go. Cool. I'm hoping this is working. It's picked up this microphone. And okay. Stream stickers. Yeah, I can ignore that for now because I'm on it in dial. 1, 2. Can of Coke. Drink. Spray paint. Board. Hello, process. It's very quick to me going live to you being here. Oh. Just gonna get ourselves set up outside. I haven't really planned how this is gonna work out. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Use these and a rocking chair. Hello, Frank. Frank wants food. Give me a second and flip this round. If I put you guys in this chair, I'm going to leave you with the duck real quick while I get food. Oh wait, you guys can probably still hear me. I'm currently cutting cucumber. I don't know if you can still hear me or not. Maybe you can, maybe you can't. Yep, yep, yep. Throw that one at that. Do do do. Do 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 do. I don't know if you guys can still hear me or if you could hear the entire time I was cutting food. Frank's moved out of view. So let me just, don't run off. Wait, Frank. Come on. There you go. Can you hear me whilst I was, cutting cucumber? How clear was it? Because I was on the other side of the house. Let's tilt this forward a bit. You could hear me. Okay, cool. Because I walked and I wasn't sure. So, you know. Right. Do we have cardboard in here that I can borrow? That looks tatty, but he's probably using it. I just need a piece of cardboard. Well, you can't see to the right. Chat room. Completely clear. Wow. This microphone setup's amazing. If I tilt this sideways, inside there is our shed that contains cardboard and everything. You're currently on a chair. Hey, Kip. I'm going to cough a bunch, by the way. And I'm going to sneeze sometimes. And that's the amount of my sniffles. It sort of comes and goes in waves. But that's like the gist of it. That's the gist of how I'm sick at the moment. I also can't see my chat all the time. So, yeah. Right now you're getting free Frank cam. You can't hear her, but she's making happy noises. She's eating pasta and cucumber. It's what she's like sustained on. She's like way too old for how long a duck should be. Stay warm and hydrated. I'm so warm. I'm sweating. I just got out of the shower. And hydrated. I'm definitely hydrated. You know what? Let me just grab this. There you go. So, the plan is to spray paint a Mini, take it upstairs and start painting it. I have never painted a Mini before. I'm quite nervous because obviously I want to do a good job. But I feel like the best way for me to do my Dreadnought properly is by doing my ultramarines first. Once my ultramarines done and I finish building the Dreadnought, to then buy my primer, my black primer, my undercoat, whatever you call it, and then paint it, because I want that one to be like a really good one. And then I want to buy another Dreadnought, the bigger one, and I want to do that too, because I want to introduce that to my army to play with at some point. But for now, I've got to learn how to use spray paint. Frank ever try and breaking into the home? No, she's literally like, I walk near her, she runs off. She's too timid. She's old. We used to have quite a lot of ducks, and now there she goes, away to her pond. Standing having a drink. She's going to hop in there in a second. And there it is. So she has a second pond that's more secluded. She's making her way to the second pond. What a bird. What a bird. I'm going to assume, based on how battered this one box is, that this box will be fine. Take this out from in here. It's been enveloped by vines. Let's put this here. And let's grab all this. Oop. We'll dry off. Oh, there's a bit of leg stuff there. Right, chat room. I'm not leaving my can there, but in fact, I can take you with me. We'll leave that. I'll take that with me, as long as it doesn't rain. We need to go get a file to fix some imperfections on the back of his legs, and then we're going to paint him blue. Trying to avoid anything that has our address on it. It's always fun. So I need this set. Oop. In this set, these are my tools and my paints, my extras. I'm going to need, sorry Reaper fellas, my water pot and my 3D printed easel, but we just need the plastic cutter for now. Though I do also have blades downstairs. I could have used blades. I also don't have any gloves. I also don't have a mask. So, if I get covered in paint today, I get covered in paint. That's just how today's working out. So, cozy home, thanks. There's two men live in this house. Let me put you guys here whilst I fix the Mini. This isn't going to work because I can't see you. I need to switch this round and put you guys like here whilst I do this. This is more like an IRL stream than anything else. Whilst I try and like correct the sins of my past. So how's everyone's Sunday been? Oh, don't break that. It's hardly attached on there. And that bit doesn't want to come off. That bit there, maybe? You should have Spotify covering you. That's true. I did briefly see third stream where he went out. I don't know what he was doing while he was out. But he went out and then came back and that had been the thing that had happened. I did hear about that. I did pop in and see. I have to do this so I can get this like around here. I'm trying to like. Sunday's been full of illness and medicine highs. Process is like every day. Get a new hobby. It's a joke. Just stop being sick, innit? Just stop being ill. Just stop taking medicine. And then you'll stop getting medicine sicknesses, yeah? Just stop it, yeah? You me? Can you imagine? Can you imagine if I was actually like that? This bit on the back of this guy's leg doesn't really want to shave off. Oh. It's going. But I'm scuffing up the rest of it. How weird. Oh, Process, did you see that Schedule 1's had an update to include a gang war now? They try and rob you, so we'd have to go and protect our properties. I'm dripping with sweat since I got out of the shower. Humid. It's humid where I live. We have cartels. Let's go. We can start our own cartel and get guns. There we go. That little bit's sorted. That'll be covered by paint. Let's try and get this bit sorted too. These push bits are so nice. Having to glue the dreadnought together was a bit of a thing. Can't wait to be a mafia boss leader. It is true, you are the boss. I'm just the wage slave. The wage cook. How? Fixing his arm. Very, so it's fine. I don't have to worry about him. I'm just manhandling this guy to try and file off this little bit of plastic that's on the back. Overhanging. Not as easy as it looks. There we go. There we go. You're just tired? Man, so am I, but I just need to stream. I thought if I don't do this now, I'm never going to do it. Which is not the mentality I want to have when I actually want to stop playing. Right. Little man with a gun time. Camera? There you go. Roughly. We're going to make him blue. Like the song. Little man. Ugh. So I've never spray painted anything before in my life. So this is going to be an experience for all of us to watch me do this. D&D right now. Maybe I don't have to, and then I've called the streamer later. Yeah, called the streamer about finishing up my sheet and introducing a new person to the campaign. Ugh. As life allows me to start to slow down again and think. Which, funny I talk about life. At work, we received a mass spam email that went to everyone. And I knew I'd had it. I saw it pop up, but I didn't read it. And I saw everyone reporting it. I saw my boss report it, the whole 9 yards. And I posted in our team because I'd seen it. Oh, is anybody going to zap that if it is supposed to go? And we got a response today from the trust saying, no, they want to leave it and see what people do with it. I mentioned on Friday after I saw it, hey, this is a Matt test one. This is a test email. This is to see what people do. This is the phishing test. My boss was like, no, I don't think it is. And I went, it is, because it's not got, if any email that comes from external has the tagging that says that it's external to the network, and this doesn't have that. This is a Matt test. And I went, no, you're just being paranoid. And then the message today to say, no, leave it. We want to see what people do with it. I was like, I knew it. I knew it was a test because it didn't have the tagging, and it's a Microsoft email, and it stood out so spectacularly that it was a spam email, like a test one. Pardon me. Like proper vindicated. Proper vindicated. Let's open this up a tiny bit. Make sure that my dress isn't on this box anywhere. He's going to sit there. Apparently you have to do it from like 8 inches away. Let's see if I can zoom this in. Does zoom work? No, I just have to move the chair closer. What if I do like that? Ten, 15 to 27, yep. 2 minutes of shaking. Spray, turn, leave 15 minutes. It's like we've got quite a while of shaking on this thing. But we have our 8 inches laid out because we're using the green board for distance. Okay, cool. There we go. Hello, ghost. He is painting. The next bit's going to be fun. Because now I need to go and do the other side. So, I'm doing it too close. There we go. A nice little blue man. Back later if you're still alive, got a shower and touch. That's fair. I literally had a shower before I started. We just have 15 minutes and I had to wait before we can take this upstairs. So, that wasn't too bad. We could actually do all of them today if it's just like that. I just want to check it over to make sure that I had to get everything. Oh, if there's anything I miss, I can just get with base though, can't I? Missed a bit around his neck, but that's fine. So, there we go. First one painted. Do I get the rest? Do I get the rest and do the rest now? Chat room, should we go and get the rest of them? And do the rest of the Marines? Because that was easy. I overthought that completely. I'm only going to paint one today. But what if I spray painted all of them today? Should we go and do that? Should we spray paint all the Marines today? Yeah, let's get the rest of the Marines. And get these painted too. Ah! We're not doing the Dreadnoughts. We're just doing the Marines. And at some point, we've got NIDs to build and paint. What in the Blair Witch's stream? This is an in real life painting stream. I'm going to paint my first mini. I'm spray painting the base coat on all of them. So, hello Ruffles. Oh god, I'm my breath. Very first mini. Let's put the rest down. Oh. So here's the first one. Spray painted. So this is me to start playing Marines. And I've got the rest to do now. So just spray painting all these little fellas. All these little fellas. All these ultramarines. And giving you guys a full view of my garden. As I'm then able to walk off down here. And stand here and you can still hear me. Hi chat. I'm so sweaty right now. Hi chat room. This is some like demon magic. This like Wireless Lab was such a good investment. The Warhammer mini painting streams are so naturally scuff. If I close the gate, you'll be able to see Frank. I could take you to see Frank. We've got another like 8 minutes until that first one should be dry. As long as the weather holds out. But what I could do is spray paint them and then put them on the chair to the left to dry. As long as it doesn't rain. So let's do that. One. Next. Another one. Whoop. Yeah. I haven't got the hand strength for this little thing to do it properly. Oh, all this blue's just like straight coming off. Ugh. Ugh. I see why they say wear gloves now. Because you will just get blue paint all over yourself. Where is that? Am I on the wrong layer? I am on the wrong layer. That's fine. Right. Let's move the rest of the Marines out of the way for now. So the unfortunate thing is I can't see chat when I do this. So I have to keep coming back and checking on you guys. And also I feel like it's going to rain. Do you have something to cover your nose when you spray? I'm outside, so I don't need to. Like, I'm outside and I'm an arm's length away, so I should be fine. I did check. It's always a well-ventilated area. Like, a mask is, like, useful, and it is good, but I don't need one for what I'm doing now. So it should be fine. I checked. Oh, my wrist's already hurting. There we go. Another one done. Another one done. Yeah, if you're outside, you don't need a mask. As long as you're keeping a safe distance. Like, I understand why they say you need gloves. Because I've got blue paint all over my fingers now. But, yeah. Should be fine. So in about 4 minutes, it would have been about 15 minutes since I did the first one. We'll be able to look at him. Check him over. I'm going to try and do this entire thing in blue. All of it. This should be fun. So far, I'm enjoying this. This first Marine, looking pretty good. Oh. What I want to do is I need to get the black primer, and I need to get the white primer. I need to get the scar, and I need to get the either a Baden black or I think it's a Baden black for Deathwatch. Kip, you might know this. I don't think it really matters which one. I want a more matte style black and not a shiny black. For my little guy. Right, base is dry, so we can pull him off. And put him to the side now to dry. Let's do my next Marine. Could we play Cookie Clicker? It would have been more exciting. I mean, Cookie Clicker's sick. I want to know what this sounds like on stream to you guys when I'm doing the spraying and it's going... Hello, Boodles. Can you hear the dogs barking in the next door's garden? You know what? Let's ignore my terrible garden shoes. You might be able to see it now. Can you see it from there? No, you can't see her. Oh, you can. You can just see her head. You can just see her head, like, here. That's Frank. While we give this one a couple minutes just to chill. There she is. She big chilling. So some of you might be like, oh wow, Doug, you've got a big garden. And also a great internet connection to be able to go all the way down here. Let's see if this holds up. So how far my garden goes down? I did an ad sat in that chair for third dinner. How's the connection holding up, by the way? Big garden in your room? Yeah, I mean, I've shown my room plenty of times. Connection is good. This is crazy to me. I think I'm supposed to be like... This is insane to me. This is holding up. Right, there's sections of this one where I might have got slightly too close. It's not the end of the world. It was probably when I was doing the parts. But this is a learning process. This is me learning. My first ones. Oh, no. I'm getting too close again. Activity of the day, Beyblades. Is that what AOTD is? Question today: what's one of your favourite nostalgic activities from childhood? Ah, cool. So nostalgic activities from childhood. Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh. Playing Yu-Gi-Oh. Did the fake grass moss stuff for the base? I haven't got that yet, Ruffles. Buying it as I go, because I've got to paint these properly, and then the base is the final thing. But I do intend to get some. Playing football, bird watching, Beyblade Scott class band in primary school, playing Conkers, Transformers, anything involving them. My nickname. I used to be really big into Harry Potter. Harry Potter and Star Wars were like my two big things. Really big into Thomas the Tank Engine for a time. The marble tubes with the ramps. We had a Scale Electric. And we had Hot Wheels. What else did I do as a kid? Mostly yapped. Or got myself injured. I'd be talking or hurting myself. One of the two. This holder's getting absolutely coated. Right, it's been over 15 minutes. Have you seen the app where you can identify songs like bird songs, and like? Right, chat. This is the first one we painted today. He should be dry now. This is the first little fella that we painted today. It's a learning experience. There's some bits I need to probably fix up when going over again with the paints upstairs. It looks pretty good. Pretty good. For a first attempt. With each attempt, we get slightly better. Everything that can be painted blue is being painted blue. Got Alexander Reign of Fear in here. Oh, get Alexander Reign of Fear in here. Yeah. Get more people in. So they can be like, this guy's painting. What a nerd. Do that for a second. You blew a bunch of Space Marines. It's been painted piece. Nice. Wait, Process, you didn't know there was an app for learn identifying bird songs? He'd probably be like, "You're doing a good job. You're doing an awesome job. What colour are you painting? These are ultramarines? You're doing just blue? This is your first edge you tend to play?" As I've now sat and spent all week watching 40k and 40-minute videos and watched their intro how to play video, and intend to do a couple streams of short. What I plan to do is me and Tucky T go live on our respective channels on each side with our phones like this, and a microphone set up like this, and we play against each other, showing our respective sides, our respective roles. But we play Space Marines and Tyranids, and we take turns switching what we play with. And we play with my starter set, and then over time, we'll just build more sets and play more. But until we're there, and we're doing it on Tabletop Simulator. So we are like proper gonna like play some games. Right, the little boy's nearly done. I've got a fly trying to fly at my shirt. That's all the little boy's nearly done. Soon we'll be on to the big boys. Might speak to my brother. He also streams sometimes, but he does charity streams of Magic the Gathering. So what we might do, if we partner up together, we could both stream at his, and we could stream some Warhammer matches, maybe some Blood Bowl. You could teach me Blood Bowl. We could do like an 8 or 12-hour charity stream in his house, where we just play Warhammer together. I have to mention it to him, see if he wants to do that. See if we can get my other brother involved. If we can get my sister involved, all 4 of us, we could do a little charity stream. Getting Henry Cavill on stream. Yeah, we'll get him in for the charity stream. I'll send him a DM on Blue Sky or something, if he has Blue Sky. Or make an Instagram account and message him. Hey, Henry Cavill, I'm based in the UK and I'm doing a charity stream where we're going to be playing Warhammer. And possibly, do you want to sit for 12 hours and paint minis whilst we all play? And we'll chat to you sometimes. We get a dedicated Henry Cavill camera where you have to donate like £50. If you donate £50, you get 15 minutes of Cavill. And for every £50 raised, it's another 15 minutes of Cavill. Up to 12 hours. He'd be up for it. Big man. I know he loves Warhammer. He's just not going to want anything to do with me. It'd be funny though. Get a dedicated Cavill cam. Every so often you just cut back to Cavill cam. You get 15 minutes and a 5-minute break for every £15. So he gets like 5-minute gaps. It's just 12 hours of him painting and then 12 hours of us just playing on and off. Playing Blood Bowl, playing, I don't know, playing different Warhammer games. be interesting to do. Right, we got 5 big boys left to do, and then we have the big chaplain guy, a war leader. So, right, by now the second one we've painted should be done. So I'm going to inspect him. Right, the second one definitely looks a lot better. The second one's looking a lot cleaner than the first. First one's looking good. There's just the odd blemish like around his legs and stuff, where I think I overpainted. The third one, also looking good. Some slight over blemishing here and there. That's fine. Adds character. This one I definitely think is going to have some over blemishes on it. I think I went a bit too hard on this one. No, maybe we're good. We are drying them outside, so they are getting a bit of an air breeze. So, the little guy's done. Now we do some big fellas. I know he's doing a TV show. I'm not sure if it's like similar to Matt Mercer's like D&D show, but with Amazon. Right, to chat. Now we got actual like big boys in suits to do. Got any orcs? I had Space Marines and orcs when I made my Warhammer figures. I haven't, but my brother has orcs, I'm pretty sure. But he plays Blood Bowl. He plays it competitively. Whereas I have Marines, or I think these are ultramarines, and I have Tyranids. I have a Tyranid hive to build. So I'll be building them on stream in a couple of weeks' time, because I did a big stream where I built all the Marines. So they're going to build the Nids. Once the Nids are done, I have a Dreadnought to do. But for the Nids, I want to do them white and then do purple, not start them with blue. Because that's the thing, you buy the set with all the paints. You don't get a base like this. So I had to buy this blue separate. Just to make painting these guys easier, because they're all blue anyway, and I can just paint everything else over the top. But, yeah. So... But I want all these guys to like have red helmets and stuff. But I need to look at like some pictures of some ultramarines and which bits I need to be painting in what colours. Bunch of the boys back in primary school days got into Warhammer. Don't think any of us ever played it. Just cool soldiers and orcs for boys to paint, yeah. Hey Siggy. Thanks for popping in. We're going to wait for this guy to dry off a little bit before we properly take a look at him. Have I got any Coke left? Okay, I might go get a second can of Coke. Yeah, I'm going to get a second can of Coke. You guys stay there while I walk off and I talk to myself. I'm currently inside my house. I'm walking through my house right now. I am opening the window and throwing this in the recycling box. I'm closing the window. I'm walking through the house. I'm now in my kitchen. I am reaching for a can of Coca-Cola. I have got my can of Coca-Cola. And now I'm on my way back. So I'm on my way back now with my can of Coca-Cola. And I'm putting my shoes back on. The ugly garden shoes. And I'm back. Second can of Coke. Did you like the in-depth walkthrough of my house? I was quite happy with that in-depth walkthrough of my house. That was pretty good. So, does anybody know... Obviously, I've done one layer. I only have to do one layer, don't I? Of this. You don't really have to do more than one layer, do you? Because everything else will just be caught by, like, hand painting. You feel like you're there. Yeah, you only prime them once. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. You'd have to do multiple layers of a prime. So painting's one of those things that makes me really nervous because I set my standards too high for what I want it to look like. And if it doesn't meet that expectation, then I'm going to be like, I'm a failure. So I have to like get past that. So I'm going to be asking loads of questions. And also I can't get my minifigure into the stand right now. There we go. So I'm just getting covered in blue paint. It's the layer that makes it easier to paint them, basically. Yeah, that's what I thought. And as far as your experts can tell, I'm doing a perfect job with no flaws at all. There we go. I'm doing a pretty good job of keeping the paint inside the box and not all over the wood here. It's all staying in the box. It's not really going on the wood. Except for when I pull the box away and it's going to be like, oh, I can see why there's a gap in the box, so there's going to be blue. Oh, whoops. Oh, it should just peel off though. Wish there was a way I could get you guys closer, but that's not going to work for now. Oh. So, chat room, I watched an episode of Malcolm in the Middle today. Season 5, episode 4. Malcolm sneaks out from Thanksgiving with his family to go spend it with a girl. I've just seen how blue my hand is. Oh my god. Malcolm sneaks out to go drinking with a girl. And she gets really drunk. And she throws a condom at him and then passes out on the floor. And Malcolm has that like moment of doubt. You know, that sensible brain moment where he doesn't take advantage of her. And it's like, oh my god, good for Malcolm in the Middle. Doesn't take advantage of a drunk girl. goes home and, like any teenage lad would, turns to his brother and he's like, "Oh my god, I must be gay because I didn't have sex with this girl." And his brother's like, "No, you didn't take advantage of a drunk girl. That's good. Don't ever think wrong." Like, they reinforce it, which is nice. It's good to see in TV. Boy, I do hope this blue paint comes off when I wash my hands. Or else I'm going to go to work with blue hands. Like a bit of a smurf. I literally watched that episode, like, whilst in the shower. It's a good episode. Even Austin Powers didn't sleep with Liz Hurley drunk. Yeah. Austin Powers is like a king of consent. Chat, I don't know if you can see it. Can you see the blackbird in the garden on the bench? He's now on the floor. Yeah, you get that pasta. Yeah, you go back to the bench. It's gone. We're doing two things at once. We're doing two things at once. We are two things at once. We're bird watching and we're painting minis. We have a very nature garden. Very much a garden that's been taken over by nature. Very much a man's garden. It is very much a man's garden. See, back when my mom lived here, she kept it all nice and neat, and then she left. Me and my dad, we didn't have time to do garden stuff. Are you the one with the broken arm? You might be. Your arm might come off when I do this. But it's okay, because I have super glue. Oh, my hands are really starting to hurt doing this. We're not going to live down the allegations that we beat up a smurf. Are we, chat room? It's literally just my hand that's blue. It's probably from resting on the board. I've just seen where the rest of the blue is on this thing. My dad's, I can see the blue showing up now more. He's not going to be happy. When I put down a board and I put down a cardboard box, if it still gets blue at this point, then it still gets blue at this point, and it's an old table, and if he wants a new one, I'll buy him a new one. But this is a great, like, height warhammer painting table for outside. We've got 3 guys left to do. Whilst we wait for those 3 guys, we'll check out some of the other guys that are finished. Oh, that guy's looking good. Another one. Nice and blue. This guy's looking stellar. He's looking great. He really is. I can't see any blemishes on him. He's brilliant. Can't see any blemishes on him either. Really? Oh, I can see it around his shins and the backs of the legs, but nothing that's bad. I missed some of his shoulder. Right, we'll correct that. I get it. I got it. Yeah. How are you looking, big fella? Fella's looking good, but his shoulders again at the back. Missing some bits. Look at them sorted as well. Ugh. This guy seems fine. Plus, anything I feel like I've missed, if I don't do this extra layer thing, I can just like catch in the painting process. The bit in between, the bit after. Let's try and break some of this excess off real quick. Let's settle around the edge. All this blue paint build up. Yeah. Nope, get off. There we go. Next guy going in. Next guy's up. Oh. Chat room, we're very close to 315 followers. Together I know we can hit that. That one has a lot more details to it. Make an alt and follow. No, don't do that. I want, you know, don't make an alt. We don't need no alternative followers. Unless you're, you know, in the alternative persuasion. Goth and otherwise. We need more punks in chat. Need more than progressive punks. I'm going to quickly wash my hands. Just whilst that one dries for a second. Oh yeah, the paint comes up straight away. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. The thick stuff doesn't. The light blue stuff does. Yeah, that's fine. Yippee! Oh. My right hand hurts from spraying, I'll tell you that. Oh, coat fell down. Very confused then. Walked in my house and there's something fall behind me. It's a coat. We've still got a bowl here from when we had dogs last. Let's open this up so Frank knows she can come out again. You can't really see her. Oh. Pretty chill afternoon stream, really. We've been live an hour. Probably got another hour or two. Because we're only painting one of these guys today to completion, or at least to try and get to completion. As other than spray painting, which I'm learning as we do now, I don't know how to paint, really. So I might be a bit heavy-handed with the painting. Pardon me. One last big guy. Can we get an exclamation mark burp in the chat? We don't actually have a burp command. We do have exclamation mark deaths. That is an actual command you can run. But not burp. Just one more dude to do after this chat. Just one more guy, one more fella. And I think his base is too big for me to actually do with my holder. Games Workshop Limited 2022. Whoa. You might be wondering why I'm spraying them and then leaving a little gap in between each one. It's to give them a little chance to dry before I move them in case I drop them, so that I don't mess them up. And then once we've done the last one, we're going to spend about 15 minutes sat down here while I clean up the box and see if we can get the paint off this thing. That gives them 15 minutes to dry, 15-20 minutes, and then we'll take them upstairs and then we'll start painting upstairs. I think I might have overcoated this one. No, it might be good. Might be fine. One of his shoulders is maybe a little bit overcoated. Overall, he looks good. Right, I don't think this base fits in here, does it? It does not. So this last one we're spray painting direct on the board. It needs to be about there. I'm just going to pull the paint up on the base if I try and touch it. It's not going to work. I need something small and metal to lift this with, because it won't sit in a stand. You'll do. Whoop. Oh, he fell. Oh, it's bad. Oh, has it just ruined him? Just... There we go. It's a hard one to do, that one, because he won't fit in my thing to spin him. Which means there's probably a bigger one I need to buy to do the dreadnought properly. There's the box. Oh, the box doesn't have an address on it, damn. Well, it's fine. You won't be able to see it from there. Oh, I can't believe he fell over as I was painting him. Let's have a look at him. Any bits that need some work? I think he's fine. Just catching some bits that didn't really get caught too well. At the base. There we go. Alright, that's all going to come off straight away then. In there now. Right, back in the second chat room. I'm going to get some warm soapy water. See if we can get some of this paint up. It's cleaning time. See you there. Turn that on. Soap. Put some soap in the bowl. Gotta wait for the water to heat up. There we go. Got it. That'll do, pig, that'll do. That should be enough to get some paint up. That'll do, pig, that'll do. Some of this might come with this board. I'm not too fussed if it does or doesn't. It's kind of the point of this board, is to get covered in paint. That's that done. That's covered as it is. It's everything else. It's all this. It's so blue. But this blue looks to just be some like misting, except for like one spot. So that, stay with that. So most of the blue on this is coming off, which is fine. visual ASMR stream, true. There we go. We let that dry now. Then we're going to get a cloth to dry everything off with. Back in the second chat room. Oh, there goes my paint can. Oh. Oh. Do 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 do. Take this dirty cloth. No, we don't use a cloth because then it'll come up blue. We want to use a paper towel because it doesn't matter if we use a paper towel or not. Give me those paper towels. Do do do. Oh, I do have 2 microfiber cloths that I took from work that I could use. Good. Blue box can sit there for now. Let's just try and put any excess paint off this thing. We can. You keep moving them so friction breaks that off. The rest will come off with like a blade. What? What, Frank? What? Can you guys hear her? What? What's up? What are you quacking for? What's wrong? What's wrong with you? Why are you quacking? What are you quacking for? Chat room, I've not exactly kept an eye on the time, so I don't know how long it will be until 15 minutes is up. So we're just going to be here till like 1 hour 30, so another 10 minutes or so. Then we'll move back upstairs, and then we'll stop painting. So UMs are now blue, which is good. I'm just going to figure out a paint scheme that I like. I'm sure there's like 101 guides to how they should look while painted. God, she's proper going off. Meep, meep, meep. Right, metal blade. Give me a pocket. Put these on the floor for now. Oh, let's sit in this chair. Oh. Oh. Dunzo. Oh. Oh. Hands not really blue. Fingertips a little bit blue. We've just got like 9 minutes to kill now. Until we have to go upstairs and plug in and charge. And stream. This is a weird effect. Oh, how do I change category whilst live? Can I change category? Edit stream info. Oh no, we'll stick because we are technically waiting for minis to dry. So we'll click cancel. There we go. Oh. This is probably the highest quality I've ever looked on stream. I think she can see something down the garden. Should we go exploring? Should we go see what the duck's freaking out about? There's nothing down here. And yet she's losing her mind. There's something above. This is our mini swamp. There's the other swamp. And then there's the rest of the garden with some dog toys. But no animals that should be upsetting the duck. She's just out here, easily agitated. Look at her. Angry, peed off. Freaking out for some reason. Ugh. Queen Frank, yeah. Being a proper diva. She's quacking again. I've been down there, there's nothing there, so she's just freaking out because I'm probably sat in her garden. Hey, Slag. She is proper freaking out. It's like, this is what we've been doing today so far. We've been spray painting these little fellas. So I spray painted a whole troop of just Space Marines, and then we're going to go paint one. So we're going to pick one, and we're going to pick the colours and paint them. We're just waiting on the big one to dry. So we've got like 6 or 7 more minutes of sitting here whilst it dries. And then we'll go upstairs. I don't actually know when I finish painting the big one. It says about 15 minutes you have to wait. So... But when you do a whole set, 15 minutes is not a long time between them all. There's another one. Another little guy. Is it not cold? No, it's not too bad. It's not too bad today. Don't know what the temperature is right now. But it's more than 15 and less than 30 and less than 27. Which is perfectly adequate for painting. That, and I'm sat effectively, there was the sun facing there. That was been peeking over the top of the shed. So if I turn this round, here's the shed that we're sat opposite. And there's the garden. There's me. And a duck that just won't be quiet. Yeah. And we do be just chilling right now. Shed the shed with the electric bike. So my dad's a light patroller. Drives around and looks at lights. And means we sometimes end up with things in our garden. You can tell a lot about a man by his shed. Yeah, it's my dad's shed. It's a very man house. It's only 2 men. That bollard, they're no longer in use because they've got the foldy down knockover things. So, yeah. Some butterflies. Mating. Fighting. Trying to follow them then. They went. Took you back on the chair. Come on. Yeah. Took chat briefly down the garden so they could see the they could see where I shot the third dinner ad for the stream, which I've still not set as a channel trailer for here. I don't think I'm going to. I like it. I think it's funny. It's a very obscure, very meaningless ad for the channel, but I don't think it conveys the humor of the channel well enough, because, you know, saying this is where ugly people come to feel is a bit too obscure for like the regular Twitch chatter, I think. I wonder if this is going to make anybody motion sick, because I'm just rocking, but I'm rocking with the chair. So like I'm moving with it. So it's really weird. Like I'm on a boat. Whoa, we're on a boat. Whoa. No. I'll stop. I'll be good. So I didn't get any blue paint on my clothes, and I didn't get any on my shirt. Like my shirt, my jeans, none of my shoes. I got a bit on my hands, but only from where I've been pulling bits off. Like, I am fairly unscathed paint-wise. I've probably huffed a little bit. Put in for a close-up of your face while you do it. It'd be a good emote, bruh. Hello, Chadwin. How are you doing? How is your day going? I hope you are well. Yes. Would you like to buy my potions? That's the premium content people come here to sub for. What I really like about this camera, really just show off that I do have eyebrows. Other than the fact you can tell a little bit because I've got the scar there. I got a big beard. I need to trim this beard up. Oh, we're nearly done. We'll start moving stuff back upstairs and we'll start painting our first mini today in a second. I'm going to have to pull up like a paper guide, or see if there's a guide for like the order that you should be painting everything in. Because there's base, there's like detail, everything. Really hope I put my iPad on charge so we can sit and watch the video together. Don't really know what to talk about. Other than I woke up thinking it was Monday, when it was Sunday. And I woke up and left my room thinking my dad wasn't in the house, and he was. And then he went out. And then I went back to bed. Until, like, I think Kip messaged me and woke me up. I just left some videos on. He just played through a bunch of them. Apparently I slept through Charborg's playthrough of Voices of the Void again. Really good game. So, like, have you ever played Voices of the Void? I think that would be your sort of slow-paced game that you'd enjoy. Because it's like, you have to clean your base and you have to search for signals. But then it's like a scary game, but it's not like a scary jump scare sort of game. There's a butterfly flying near me. It's more like a like tension sort of thing. Most of like think, yeah, you messaged me today. When you messaged me when you said like hey or morning or something, that woke me up because I had been asleep, but I had my laptop open watching a video, so the Discord ping woke me up, which I needed. It's not a bad thing. Check out Voices of the Void. It is very, very good. It's a very slow burn. It's only about 50 days in game, and each day is like 45 minutes, so it's quite a few streams. But there's things like chat can put stuff in your game, and there's like mods for like chaos stuff. But it's a slow burn sort of scary game with aliens. It's really, really good. I recommend it. It's one of my most recommended games, I think, to people. It's a very slow burn. First couple of days, you'll just be cleaning your base. And there's other stuff you can do, like put 3D printing files in the game that you can print off with a 3D printer in game. I highly recommend it. I highly recommend like possibly watching Charborg on YouTube, just seeing hear a little bit of his playthrough. Because there's stuff he does that's extra that he does on his stream, like text to speech for the meatball that people can donate and do. But other than that, his like whole thing's really, really good. It really shows it off. I hear Markiplier recently played it, but he skipped the tutorial. He played the tutorial but didn't really pay attention to it, and then played the game. But he was playing on an old build, and he's been told he's been playing on an old build, so he's going to go back and look at it on a newer build after like doing a bit more research. I intended to play it. I wanted streamers to make ads for me to put on the TV that you can get in game. So in between watching like clips of stuff, I was gonna watch ads from streamers. I was actually gonna like at everyone in Cook and ask them to put some of their top clips in a channel for me. Like download the clips as MP4s and send them to me so I can download them all. And just reach out and just like if anybody's got any clips of anybody that they think I should see or anything like that they can put through like different streamers. You have some great ad content after yesterday, true. The face of Matchmasters in my chat, chatting away. Matchmasters! How Bendy's this board? Pretty bendy, so I don't think I can stick my phone on it. Maybe we can. Let's find out. Matchmakers are the chocolate. Matchmasters is the game. That's the vibe I'm getting from me holding the camera like this. It's an absolutely wilding angle to be walking around with. Whoa. Whoa. Oh. Stuck in the doorway. We're in. Ooh. Put that over there. Put these down here. Right, let's move some stuff. We don't need that. We don't need that for now. We do need this. We do need this. That can go over here. They can go over there for now. We've got water. Water. Do 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 do. Okay, Kip. Do 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 do. Boo. Boo 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 boo. Boo 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 boo. Biddy biddy boo boo boo. Some base McCraggle blue. Right, I need some tissue paper. Stay there, chat room. Do 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 do. So, let's try something. If I take you guys, we're gonna do this real quick. See how it works. That looks fine. I'm gonna sort out this pole here, so you can't see anything I don't need to see. Nothing with my address on here. That's good. Turns around. Face it more down. It feels a bit too far away. A bit too over the shouldery. I can see chat and I can see myself. Man's got stone bing bong. It's true. It's true. We've got water. We've got a palette. Put this here. We've got a brand new brush. And then one of my guides, one of my books should tell me how to paint my marines. So I was going to see if I can find that real quick. There's my Dreddy. Oh, my super glue. See this one? Warhammer Galactic Map, Sigmar, Mortals, Realms, Collectives, Build activities, Paint activities, Play activities. Let's see. Is it this one that has how to paint my marines? No. Is it Core Book that has the details on how to paint the marines? No, it's not my core book, so it must be the other book. Oh. They can all stay together for now. Let me put my iPad on to charge because we're going to use that to watch videos as well in this learning adventure for painting. And the Craggle Blue can go there now. My Japanese Pokemon cards can go there for now. Oh god, everything's falling. Put my speaker back up there. Put me super glue there now. Start here, Warhammer 40k. This should have a guide on painting them at least, I think. Is it the handbook? Building them? Yes. Building them? Yes. Read. Read, play, basic training, okay. Right, so we're gonna paint an Infernus squad. So we're probably gonna pop a couple of these out the way for now. So he can go out the way, and he can go out the way. We're literally looking for the standard Marines. 1, he's the leader. 2, 3, 4. It's 5 of them. And everything else can come out of the way for now, because we're not painting any of these today. These guys' base is all blue. They have some transfers to their arms. It's mostly gold and gunmetal-y sort of colours, so black on the guns. So, Infernus Marines, Infernus Squad, Terminator. Is there anything in here about painting? How to build, read about Space Marines and Tyranids, basics, training scenarios, movement, charging, fighting, advanced rules. Nothing on painting, though. 1,000 chapters, ultramarines, white scars, iron hands, some of the basics that they're covering at the moment. Tyranids, Tyranid primes, crunch, kraken, gorgon, leviathan, Oza leviathan. They've just done this as blue versus purple. So I probably want to get some purple as a base colour to do these in, don't I? Put everything on top. So okay, there's the cards, there's that, there's the squad. Okay, it's fine. It's my iPad. How to paint Ultramarines, Warhammer 40k.
Hey guys, welcome back to another painting guide. Today I will show you how you can paint some proper high quality Ultramarines as the Codex Astartes demands. So, courage and honor brothers, we will paint blue today. As you might know, Ultramarines are my favorite Space Marine chapter and legion. They are the best and no one can convince me otherwise. But for some reason, there is barely any Ultramarine content on the channel, except some old speed painting videos, and we can't have that. Also, if you have been following my Patreon, you might know that I started another crazy diorama project, and since the Space Marine Captain is going to be one of the centerpieces on that one, obviously he has to be an Ultramarine.
Blue,
so
gold.
I have all the excuses I need to paint a proper boy in blue, and since he will be the protagonist of the diorama, I will go all out this time. No speed painting for him, I will use all the tools and tricks I know to make him look as good as possible. And since we are fully Codex compliant here, I will use mostly Citadel paints for the highlighting process to make it easier for most of you to follow along and show your bodies that no chapter looks better than the Ultramarines. As usual, if you want to see a lot more real-time painting footage or want the almost 100-page PDF guide right at your fingertips when you paint your own favorite Smurfs,
then hopefully that's a layer. Base, and
it's also the best way to support the channel so I can keep doing what I do. Alright, enough with the intro, let's paint some Ultramarines. I started from a black prime model, but that won't be good enough for us. If I start from here, the shadows will be black and boring, and I won't get the nice punchy blue I need. So I take corn red and base coat the entire model with it. I use this red because red is a great shadow color for blue, and one of the ways you can make your blues pop much more. I have a whole video dedicated to
right, okay, this isn't going to help me at all, because this guy's going way over advanced what I need straight away. With the sponge... Begin. Battle ready Ultramarines. From Citadel colour.
The Space Marines of the Adeptus Astartes are the Imperium's finest warriors. In this video, we're going to show you exactly how to paint your Space Marines as noble and courageous Ultramarines, up to battle ready standard, so you can get them on the table in no time at all. Now, we're going to show you 3 different models in this video. First, a Primaris Intercessor, then a Primaris Redemptive Dreadnought, and then finally a Primaris Impulsor. We can use different techniques on these 3 different models so you can see how to paint your miniatures for your force. First of all, let's have a look at that Primaris Intercessor. Now, we've undercoated all of our models here with Crag Blue spray, which really helps speed up the process, as that's the main armour of the Ultramarines.
Done that.
We're going to apply some base coats first. And the first base coat we're going to apply is Corvus Black, which we're going to put into the joints in between our Space Marines armour. Grab a medium layer brush for this, and let's get started. Let's take some Corvus Black from the pot. And
I don't think I have Corvus Black, do I? Nope, so we'll be using the other black. I do have purple, though. Magus Purple, Shades, Lead Belcher, Wrathbone base, Bugman base, and purple here is base. Yeah, so we're going to be using a Baden Black.
apply it here to our palette. Now, base paint like this is often quite thick, so to help thin it down and avoid lumps on the miniature, we're going to add some water from our pot here and thin it down on the palette like this. Perfect. Then, load our brush up, make sure it's got a nice point on it, and onto our Space Marine. Here, we're applying the Corvus Black on the joints in between our Space Marine.
Cool. That is a very thick black.
It's armour, so you can see here the joints in between the arms, like this. Also, if we spin the miniature around, we've got the joints on the back too, here on the thighs.
Alright, okay, so this is for the joints. So what he does is he puts it down.
And onto our Space Marine. Here, we're applying the Corvus Black on the joints in between.
Okay. Let's pick an actual Marine first. My Marine doesn't really look a lot like his. Do I have one that looks like his? Oh, I do. Cool, but I've got mine head as a shadow, which is a problem. Oh, that's still way too thick. It's probably because we're using a Baden Black.
Down and avoid lumps on the miniature, we're going to add some water from our pot here and thin it down on the palette like this. Perfect. Then, load our brush up, make sure it's got a nice point on it, and onto our Space Marine. Here, we're applying the Corvus Black on the joints in between our Space Marine's armour. So you can see here the joints in between the arms, like this.
This is already looking terrible. I've already messed this up, I think. Already looks awful. It's fine.
Also, if we spin the miniature around, we've got the joints on the back too, here on the thighs and the knees. Just make sure you're getting all those joints on the armour. Now, try and be as neat as you possibly can, but don't worry if you make a mistake. We have a pot of McCrag Blue paint on hand. We can always go over any mistakes we make.
He has a point. That's the thing I was just worried about, just. He's making mistakes, but we can always go over those mistakes with the blue later on.
So there we go, that's the Corvus Black applied onto the joints in our Space Marines armour. That's our first base coat done, and we're off to a great start. Let's move on to our next base coat next. This will be lead belcher, which we're going to apply onto the metal areas of the model, such as the bolt rifle and the vents on the backpack. Again, grab your medium layer brush for this one. Let's take some paint from the pot and apply it to our palette.
Make sure you don't mix up the paint water with the drink. And yeah, it's the sort of thing I would do.
Now, being a metallic paint, we're not going to add too much water here, just a little bit to help thin it down when it goes on the miniature. Load our brush up again, and then onto our Space Marine. Here, we're applying the metal onto the bolt rifle here at the back, metal parts. We're also going to apply it onto the vents on the backpack here at the back, and any other metal parts you have on.
How do you know which parts are metal parts on a gun? Like, the vents make sense to me. But the bit where it talks about the gun... Which part of his gun did he paint?
Here, we're applying the metal onto the bolt rifle here at the back, the metal part.
Just gonna suck. I just want a spot for this to sit. It's not gonna melt anything. Right, that's not gonna work unless I move this monitor right a bit. For it to sit between them, rest on that. Like so. Push that in a tiny bit. There we go. There we go.
We're also going to apply it onto the vents on the backpack here at the back, and any other metal parts you have on your miniature. Maybe you've got a combat blade or a grenade. Apply this lead belcher all over those areas. Once that's done, we'll move on to the next stage. There we go, that's the lead belcher applied onto the metal areas of our Space Marine.
Right, onto his front, onto the front of his.
Apply this lead belcher all over those areas. Once that's done, we'll move on to the next stage. There we go, that's the lead belcher applied onto the metal areas of our Space Marine.
So we've got a different gun
We're going to use
to me.
something a little bit different. We're going to use a contrast paint, Basilicanum Grey, but we're going to use it in two different ways. First of all, we're going to use
Contrast paint Basilicanum Grey. Let's see, do we have that? No, no, no. Contrast purple, base. We don't have that.
Over the black and the metal areas we've just applied to help shade them down.
Right.
Then we're going to very carefully apply it into the recesses on the blue armour to help shade that down too. First of all, it going onto the metal and black areas. For this, we're using our medium shade brush. Now with our contrast paint, we're going to take it out of the pot like so and apply it to our palette like this. We're not going to thin it.
I mean, there's also the box I could go and look at. There's a Joy toy. I don't want that. Images. Gold on those bits, which is Balthazar gold. Gold in the chest. Oh, we also want to. We'll just. Oh, let me get rid of this. This guy's got a grenade, so we want to make the grenade black as well. A little bit of a metallic shine to it. So surely one of these books has a picture that I can follow, other than these. Oh, I guess. Okay, I think I see what I need to do for the squad, the Inferno squad. Ah, wait, actually there's more to be painting it than just this. Okay. Let's get rid of you. Let's get rid of you. For now, let's put that there. We're using this as our guide. Reds, whites, weapons-wise. We'll even do that bit. Take a tiny bit of lead belcher. Reapply that here. A little mix. Then I want to make that canister. A sort of shiny metallic-y black. Okay, so it's pretty much just gold around the edges and then a bit of gold on the gun. So let's try and clean up where I just messed up one of the arms a little bit. Take a dab of this, put it in the middle. Let's really thin that out. Take some water. You get that off the brush. Get that dry. There we go. My chat seems to have moved in such a way. Oh, is it because it adds? Is it because of the ads thing telling me? Yeah, it is. Right, so that's the blue bits. That's my blue cover done. I want to take a bit of this silver, put it in here. I think I need a little bit more, just a tiny bit of lead belcher. We don't need much because it's quite a strong colour. Very tiny amount in here. Right, let's take some of this gold. quite a deep dark colour, so I'm not going to use too strong of this. Woo! Nice spin that you did there, little guy. Make this a little bit up here. It's colour 2. There we go, we're starting to look very ultramarine-y now. How do they have their gold looking so gold? That's the thing I don't know. Oh, is it just the same one? It's not going to be Bugman's glow, I don't think. It's not going to be shade. It's not going to be any of them. Contrast, I guess, purple. It is literally just that. Okay, so let's take this. My hands are so shaky. Oh, I've overshot it on the shoulder a little bit there. That's fine, we can use the McCraggle blue to go over it. And then we have to do the chest piece as well. It's a bit of a slower paced stream today, this. Time now 6. Okay. Taking some white here. Applying it to this little section here. Let's see. Gold on the chest, gold on that. I'd like to see like a full 360 on these. On the Inferno squad. Just to sort of know if I'm doing this right. Silver, silver. Rest is blue. Okay. Chat, this first fella's not looking too bad. He's far from perfect, but we're not aiming for perfection. I haven't added any like contrast colours or anything, or shades. Korax white probably wasn't the one I wanted. I probably wanted Wrathbone. But overall, his grenade's looking pretty good. His gun's looking pretty good with the two different colours. His chest and his helmet's looking good. He's got his little red eyes. I might make his eyes redder. I've messed up his face. There we go. Other than wanting the shoes to dry a bit, so I can put a bit of blue in this black to make them a bit darker. Chat room, this is the first mini done. He's not perfect, I'll give him that. But I like him. I like him a lot. No, I'm trying to correct bits and then I'm messing up those bits I'm trying to correct. There we go. So now we have things like shades, which I don't get how these work, and dusts. Hello. Yep, how are you? There we go. I think I'm going to say he's done. I'm going to say he's done. I'm going to stop messing with him now. That's one and done. Oh, man. Awful. Dripping on stuff. We've spilled, chat. We've spilled. Me that way. Oh my god, we've spilled so much of it as well. Oh well. It was only shade. We were trying to figure out how shade works. I think we're done. We've done our 1 mini. That video was helpful, but literally looking at the book and seeing like where the detail is was definitely helpful as well. I definitely think I do want to try and get that shade open without spilling it everywhere, but let me just... I don't get how shade works. Not the obsidian black. This is a shade Agrax Earth shade. We haven't spilled our obsidian black or Abaddon black. I think the shade you're supposed to just like put over everything, and it just fills in the gaps a little bit. Makes him look very battle worn. It's cool. Not the Abaddon black, not the obsidian black, not the midnight black. Right, with that shade layer on, filling in all the gaps, it looks way better. Hey, chat, I'm gonna mute for a second. I'm gonna go walk off and show my dad this. I don't know which mode we're in. Can you hear me in our chat room? Chat, type 1 if you can hear me. That should be muted, I think. Chat, type 1 if you can hear me. So can you guys still hear me right now? Yes or no? Is it eerily quiet? Yeah, you can hear me. Okay, so how do I turn this thing off? How do I make it mute? That's the thing, I don't know how to make this mute. There's two different modes. That mode. And then there's no other button to make it mute. Oh, I guess I'll just do this. Right, chat, I'm back. Just waiting for this to dry up. We're going to do some little last bits. Just want to go and correct some little bits of the blue. His dad came home, so I wanted to show him. Do we try and go for 2 Marines today? Do you think? Do we paint 2 Marines? I'm thinking maybe we paint 2 Marines. And we go for a different type of Marine. Because this was Inferno Squad. What if we tried painting one of our Terminators? You know? We've got a bit of time. We could try and do a Terminator. Should we do a Terminator as well? Get all the paints out of the way for now. We'll move the rest of the Inferno Squad out of the way. And we'll grab an easy-looking Terminator. Only that don't have anything at their feet. Oh, they all sort of do. Which one's the lead? The one who's got the gun pointed forwards. And a blade. Do none of mine have a blade? Oh, he does. Does he have a helmet? He does. Right. That's where we could use some blue or green. We could use some Thunderhawk. So these guys have got more detail to them. So maybe we don't do one of them. Maybe we stick to what we know. Maybe we paint this guy. This guy should be easy, so we can start with some... Say it should be easy. We'll start with the lead belcher. So let's see where our reference one is. Okay. We're moving on to lead belcher. We're doing some painting of a little guy. Hey Slag, if I took a Matchmaster sponsor and it went off, like it popped TF off, think about all the figures I could be painting with that. Not gonna. But imagine if you suddenly had competition in the space and it was me. And my ability to make bits to shill. Think of all the minifigures I could buy. And paint on stream. We'll go so hard, it will go crazy. It could be at least 20, true. It could be at least 20. I could have a whole army by the end of it, if I do it right. If I set it just right, I could do it. I'm like holding my breath as I paint, and I don't know why. Gotta remember to breathe. That's his gun's done, his knives done. He's got some bits to add to that. He's got a little brown pouch, so we'll probably get that done now, if we can. Where's his little brown pouch? There it is. Oh, say brown. I'm doing it in gold. Every exhale is weakness. Is that a world record? Can Usain Bolt hold his breath for that long? Weak. Oh shit, I'm kidding. And then he breathes again. Weak. I thought you were committing to holding your breath forever. Has that red dried up? It has. Can I reactivate the red? Or do I just need to add more red? Need to add more red. We're only using small amounts of these paints anyway, so. Oh, damn it, I touched it when I didn't want to touch it. Touched it where I didn't want to touch it, should I say. Where else has he got red on him? Around his mask area, okay. You little hippie, sir. Your little mask, sir. Your little mask is all red, sir. Oh. Tapped his forehead with some, not red. Right. So what I probably want to do is take a tiny bit of Abaddon Black here. Put that there. I want to take a tiny bit of Lead Belcher. Mix them together. Mix. Water that down a bit. Maybe a bit too much water on that one. Which is fine. We'll take the rest of the lead bolts that we put in the corner here. We're going to do his jetpack real quick. Let's do the jetpack. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Right, so let's start doing some gold sections. Let's dry the brush off a tiny bit. Start painting some gold bits before we start correcting areas. Let's right, that's that bit done. Let's get the chest piece done. Oops, some light spillages past the chest there. Get that all sorted. We'll correct that in a bit with the blue. Now what we're going to do is take some Abaddon black, put that in the corner there. I'm going to wet the brush down and dry it. Tiny bit of water. Looking for the joints, so here's one. There's one right in there. There's one. Some of his legs too. Let's get them. And there's tiny little gaps here. Let's do his shoes as well. Base of his shoes. Right. So let's have a look at some Wraithborn. Right. Ah, that's more of a human colour. It's more of a human skin colour than anything else I've seen so far. His head's looking terrible right now because the red's not fully dry. His head might need redoing. Oh, he's fallen over. Stand back up. Oh, God. Oh, I've got to think about eating soon. Try and get this guy mostly done, or done, without the insignia on him, and then we'll be done for today. How on earth do I just need like a... Because this is like a base, but it's not a thick base at all. I just put more in there. colour mix I made there. It's that one, isn't it? Some red on the back of his head because his mask goes all the way around. Probably redo his head when it's dried. Because I need to redo one of the shoulders now. They've just messed up. And there's so much that needs just painting over in blue. We'll take some of this blue, put it in the middle here. Thin it out. Nope, way too much. No, it's still wet, so it's not going to work. The shoulder. Nope, shoulder's still too wet for this to work. I'm being impatient. I know what I could do. Keep knocking him over by not putting him down right. There we go. Chat, we're probably going to leave it there for today. And we'll come back to them during the week, maybe tomorrow. Put all these away in the little tray for now. In no particular order. We've got one marine done that looks pretty okay. But I just want to do one last little extra detail on him. There we go. Do the same here too. Make the entire breastplate gold. Then there we go. making his arms and his helmet a tiny bit more blue. There we go. I'm happy with the progress we've made today. This is definitely something that I think over time will be improved. I can put this blade back in here for now. Is that Behringer you see? Yes, it is. It's the 802S. But Amma, I made a mistake when buying it. Well, not buying it, when buying headphones. Because I also have my... I have these now. But this mixer can't properly run these. But it runs them enough for what I want to do. I just can't... If I max it, I get distortion, which is, you know, understandable because it's not the right thing. But these sound really good. Not at full power. Like, better than what I was already using. So, you know... Yeah, it's the Zenix 802S. Zenix? Right, chat room. Being very careful to move stuff off my desk. You made a mistake. I made a mistake of buying one not powerful enough. Wasn't a mistake to buy it. This thing is brilliant. I made the mistake of buying one that wasn't powerful enough for the headphones I wanted to then buy. I should have just gone with the 80 ohm. I went with the 250 ohm. This thing tops out 150, I think, or 120. One of the two. It's never a mistake buying one of these mixers. They're really good. Right, let's put paints there. Let's put them there. I'll show you a quick close-up before we end stream chat. They're supposed to have a good sound and they're similar price with better alternatives. The headphones I bought, they're really good. Here's the first one. And we've got some cleanup to do. We started this guy, we need to finish him. There's some bits I need to clean up, but I was getting impatient. Because it's been 3 hours and I want to eat. So. Chat room. Let us find someone to raid. Who's live? Bjorn's live, Ruffles is live, Alexis is live. In fact, no. I always raid the same people. My stream just frozen or something? It has for me. Let's have a look at who's in here doing Warhammer. Froggy, Centros. Who's this? Necromunda time? Let's see. The Great Unclean One. Is he doing Nurgle? Is that Nurgle? Tyrannid Underarm Licking. Warhammer VTuber and host of TwitchCon X Games Workshop Miniature Painting Classes 2024. Little Frog goes to Wednesday. Cool. You know what? We're gonna upshoot. Water. We're gonna raid into Froggy. What? No, 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 no. I'm an idiot. Didn't dare chat on my chat. As long as it didn't go through. So I look a fool. Chosen 10 for mature audiences, that's fine. Chat room. We're going to go in, ignoring the fact that I'm an idiot and typed in the wrong thing in the wrong chat. Bye, chat.